Why aren't there Indian models?
Indian model is not fair like this much. They want the fairer look on.
Alia Bhatt, who plays a poor labourer in the film Urta Punjab, is painted brown to depict a poor woman. Mercury is one of the most common ingredients in skin lightening products and are described as neurotoxin. It leads to failure of vital organs, including liver and kidneys.
At the first line of all of them, it's either fair or very fair.
He is a perfect choice because, again, he is a fair skin, so he comes in upmarket.
Let's talk about colorism. Hello, people of the internet. Listen carefully, because AVG is saying. To put it simply, colorism is the discrimination against individuals based on their skin complexions from the same race. Colorism is often a term that is confused with racism, but it is different from racism. But I do think that it is a gateway to racism. I have seen and experienced colorism, maybe even firsthand in India, and boy, it's disturbing. And the society's partiality towards fair skin tone, especially in India, is a lot. In India, people consider fair skin like some kind of a positive attribute or indication of success, higher class, wealth. And yeah, it's bad. But the thing is, India has diverse skin tones from darker shades to lighter shades. There are people who still whiten their skin. There are people who are still conscious about it and obsessed with it. So I thought maybe I should talk about it. And before getting into more criticism and stuff, I would like to talk about the science behind skin color. So how do we get these skin colors? Why are there people in this world with diverse skin tones? Can't they all be white? Okay. Basically, the people who were living near the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn were receiving a lot of UV rays from the sun, and we didn't have sunscreens back then. When we were evolving, we needed a way to protect ourselves from dangerous skin cancers like melanoma and stuff, and the only option was to produce melanin. Melanin can protect us from harmful UV rays from the sun. It can lead to a darker skin color. So the people who were living in these regions developed more of a darker skin tone to protect themselves from the UV rays, while the others who were living near the poles or in other regions away from the equator, they received less sunlight. They wanted to produce more vitamin D, but if they were darker skin or a little bit darker shades, they could not produce vitamin D properly from minimal sunlight which they were receiving. So their melanin production reduced, thus they had lighter skin. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Whether we like to say it or not, Indians do have a obsession with fair skin, right? So, and people try to give the credit for this to the Britishers and others who colonized us. Maybe it has influenced us, but even during the Aryan invasion, colorism kind of came into play, I guess. And also, casteism played a great role in making this possible, where the higher castes are considered more fair, supposed to be more fair, I guess, and people from the lower caste were supposed to be more darker skinned, maybe because they work in the sun more, I guess. Now let's jump into some social commentary.
We were hanging out with a casting director yesterday. He was telling us that in a lot of the casting calls, they'll ask for fair actors.
Yeah.
And so as a result, a lot of actors will start to use like Fair and Lovely and White Miracle in these products.
Ooh, this is not true.
There is this product called Fair and Lovely, which was very popular in India. Especially when I was growing up, it was so popular. Every other woman had it. Oh God, and it was bad. It was a skin whitening product, basically. And all the TV ads and all the hoardings, it was just Fair and Lovely, Just look at the name. You should be fair. You are fair, then you're lovely. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was during this Black Lives Matter movement. They changed their name to Glow and Lovely, but it was still a skin whitening cream. They didn't change the product, just the name.
Is that typical though, where the people who get main parts are fairer skinned?
No, but you think I'm fair?
I think you're very fair.
I really think I'm brown in color. So, thank you so much.
Why is she thanking her? The anchor just said she thinks the actress is fair, and she's thanking her for that. Why is she thanking her for that? Is that a compliment in the first place? Talking about the Hindi film industry, aka Bollywood, even though it is not the only film industry in India, it is one of the major film industries in India. So it is influential. And when it comes to Bollywood, we can see almost all the main actors and actresses are mostly fair-skinned, you know. And it's hard to see a little bit darker skinned people. Yeah, it is. And it does influence the people, right? It is a common theme in most of the film industries in India. When it comes to most of the South Indian film industries, you know, the male lead is kind of dark skinned. That's acceptable. Female lead must be light skinned, fair skinned. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much concerned about how that will impact the self-esteem of women here.
And Neha, how did you decide to get this treatment?
मुझे जॉब के लिए जाना था, तो उसके लिए मेरे को इंटरव्यू के लिए गई थी, तो वहाँ पर उन लोगों ने वो पूरा मेरा डॉक्यूमेंट सब कुछ अच्छे थे, बट बिकॉज ऑफ लुक उन लोगों ने मुझे रिजेक्ट कर दिया.
This is what I was saying. People are not considered for jobs, especially front-facing jobs like a receptionist or salesman or something like that. They had to be fair-skinned to be selected for those kinds of jobs, because, you know, fair skin means beauty, I guess.
कि फेयरनेस होगा तो मेरे को कोई बेटर अच्छा जॉब मिलेगा.
You know, if you're applying to a job, will an employer say, "I'm sorry, you're too dark"?
कितने जॉब्स में ऐसा बोला है कि आपके लुक वाइज अच्छे नहीं है तो हम आपको जॉब नहीं दे सकते, क्योंकि रिसेप्शनिस्ट पहले एंटर करते ही रिसेप्शनिस्ट होते हैं, तो रिसेप्शनिस्ट उन लोगों को गुड चाहिए होती है.
Oh, I don't know if you remember this, if you know this. There was a person called Satyabama, and there was this classical dancer. I believe his name is R&B Ramakrishnan. Yeah, he is darker skinned. And firstly, she was like, males shouldn't dance. And if males are dancing, they should not be black like a crow. They should be white like a swan.
മോഹിനി ആയിരിക്കണം ഇപ്പോഴും മോഹിനിയാട്ടം കളിക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ. ഇയാള് കണ്ടു കഴിഞ്ഞാല് കാക്കേലെന്നാണ്. എല്ലാം കൊണ്ടും കാല് കുറച്ചിങ്ങനെ അകത്തി വെച്ച് കളിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ആർട്ട് ഫോമാണ്. ഒരു പുരുഷൻ കാലും കവിച്ചു വെച്ചിട്ട് മോഹിനിയാട്ടം കളിക്കാന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇതുപോലൊരു അരോചകമില്ല. എന്റെ അഭിപ്രായത്തില് മോഹിനിയാട്ടം ഒന്ന് ആമ്പിള്ളേർക്ക് പറ്റണമെങ്കിൽ അതുപോലെ സൗന്ദര്യം ഉണ്ടാവണം.
അതുപോലെ സൗന്ദര്യം. What she actually means is, basically you should be white enough to dance if you're a male. So there was a lot of criticism against her. I was glad there was a lot of criticism, but this kind of thinking is prevalent in our society. It's even, I personally know people who does think like this, even though they don't say it. They do think white or fair skin is kind of superior. I saw a lot of commentary videos and stuff on this issue, and most of them were like, oh, she is a little bit old, probably she dyes her hair, so she likes black dye on her hair, but she doesn't like black on her skin. Others were like literally body shaming her. They were missing this thing, you know. They were missing this. Listen carefully. Dark-skinned people are beautiful. Maybe even more beautiful than their fair-skinned counterparts. Let's say it again. Dark-skinned people are beautiful. maybe even more beautiful than their fair-skinned counterparts.
I hope you get it.
When it comes to the makeup industry, the foundations that are available in India are mostly kind of lighter shades. It's hard to find darker shades. And even when a brand makes darker shades, they don't release all of them in India. Maybe because they know that they won't sell in India, because for most of the years, India was more like makeup means skin whitening. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the case, even though people did believe this. Makeup was equivalent to whitening the skin, making you more fair for some reason. And people don't understand it's to complement your beauty, it's to complement your skin tones, it's to complement everything, it's to make it more enhanced, not to make you fair.
You take a dark skin foundation and you check it out, and you realize that it will go like, you'll have like super fair, and then 3 skin colors that are very close to each other, and then super dark. So someone who's in between doesn't have the option to select just one foundation. They have to kind of mix 2 different ones.
And drugstore brands are the worst offenders. Foundations that are affordable rarely have options for darker skin tones. Maybelline's Fit Me foundation was a worldwide revolution in this area. They launched 40 shades in the international market. But something changed when they launched in India. The range only had 17 shades.
Majority of the audience is built.
See, this is what I was saying.
Majority of the audience is built to want lighter skin, so probably that's one of the reasons why Maybelline hasn't launched so many shades in India, is because they're not going to be able to sell that to a wider audience.
Yes, skin whitening is a choice, but at what cost? Skin whitening creams and other drugs that are sold legally and illegally has many side effects. Even recently we have seen many news like people damaging their kidneys because of the creams and stuff they used to whiten their skin. I mean, why? Your skin color is the best. It looks so good. Why are you trying to change it? Skin whitening products comes with a lot of side effects, and most of the people don't even know what are in them. Some of the skin whitening products even contained mercury at alarming levels. Seems like it doesn't matter. At least you are more white now. All of this shows us that colorism is still alive. Nobody is even trying to conceal it because they don't even know it's an issue. They don't agree that their skin tone is the best. They don't agree that darker skin is beautiful. And I am glad seeing progress here, but we need to go a long way. It's still alive. And always remember, dark skin is beautiful, maybe even more beautiful than their lighter skin counterparts.
Hi, it's me again. I totally forgot to mention a TED Talk by Melissa Butler. This is a very informative TED Talk where she even addresses heightism. Listen to this TED Talk, highly recommend it.